All right, everybody, I'm Eric with Eric's Excursions. Today I'm back in the historic city of Bartow. And I was here several months ago. I made another video not too far away from here about another historic site, Fort Blount. But this museum was not open, and it is the Polk County History Center. Fascinating place, a lot of cool stuff in here. So let's go check it out. I've been waiting to do this one for a while. So you can see the restoration has been completed, and this building was built in 1908, and this was, I believe, Polk County's first courthouse at the time. Here's the head of a crocodile that was found just a few miles away from here, not that far away, in Polk County. And just to give you guys a reference, you can see how big this thing was with me next to it. Several thousand years old. So yeah, we don't have crocodiles naturally in Florida anymore, so this is going to be thousands of years old. The size of it is just gigantic. Also, check this out. This was found in a riverbed just a few miles away from here. Mastodon bones in the Peace River. You can see how big it is. It's just crazy how massive this animal must have been. And I believe that's a Florida panther or bobcat. Either way, this is what I've seen in my backyard 3 times. One time in the morning, another time just having lunch in the backyard, and he just comes walking out. And then I was on a bike ride just a few miles away from here, and another one crouching down when I was riding past him, and he got in an attack position. But that's what I saw. This is a buggy that belonged to Dr. Louis Oppenheimer. He was a prominent Bartow physician and civic leader. Here's I believe a picture of him with this carriage. So this had to be in the late 1800s. Prominent local doctor owned this. And you're looking at .32 long CTG Smith & Wesson, which belonged to John Logan, 1872 to 1926. He was a Polk County sheriff. And we're looking at some early Polk County fire rescue equipment. This belonged to the Bartow Fire Department around 1920. Here's a fireman's cap and extinguisher from the 1950s, and some firefighting equipment early 20th century. Pretty cool stuff here. You're looking at a movie poster of Frances Langford, autographed, and she was a local resident for some years here in Lakeland, and our promenade in downtown Lakeland is named after her, the Frances Langford Promenade. And of course, Polk County is known for its fishing. And we're looking at some old equipment here. It's a really old tackle box. Check out this really old boat motor. Here's some traffic signals from the old days that were used locally in Polk County. William Hartzog is the one that saved these and kept them alive, kept them going. This is what it looked like in the 1930s. This cooler is from 1948. Also, a lot of cattle ranching going on in Polk County, and still to this day.
The health benefits of citrus and vitamin C were included in the text of the citrus labels. In February 1920, through the efforts of JWC, a car load of breakthrough for wildlife and hunting.
The citrus industry in Polk County is huge and has been for several decades. And it still is to this day.
Decades from 1920 to 1940, labels.
And you are looking at a diorama of a packing house that was located in Winter Haven.
From 1940 to 1960, labels continue to depict Florida through a variety of themes such as nostalgic Southern romance, religious connections, historic sites, and the arts. On most people's minds was the United States' involvement with the World War. The importance of these products in feeding and maintaining the health and vigor of the armed forces, and to
Henry Bradley Plant, a railroad magnate and business mogul, revolutionized transportation in Florida. This is a travel chest from 1884, and it is huge. I couldn't imagine getting on a plane with something like this. How would you even get this thing around or carry it around? Top trunk, 1884. It's purchased in Plant City, not too far away from here, in 1884 by Anna Bostic Robertson. Wow, that is really something. It is so big. And that's like your whole, everything you own would fit in there. Phosphate industry is huge here in Polk County. And you can see where, according to this map, how it all came out of this little area that I'm in right here from Florida. If you look at Florida and look how it was distributed throughout the entire world. And that's really what put all this on the map here. What really helped get Polk County its start was the phosphate industry. Probably more than anything else. And that's what kept my family here. That's how my dad, when he came here in 1958, 1959, he started working for, I believe it was Wellman and Lord. He was an engineer at the time, electrical engineer, and he designed a lot of these local phosphate plants. He was out in those plants all the time, and he wore helmets just like this one. Matter of fact, we actually still have one of his old helmets that look exactly like that when he was out in the phosphate mines over here in southern Polk County. Farming in Polk County has also been huge. I mean, it's so extremely important. You know, without farmers, you wouldn't have food. So we got to support our farmers for sure. This is a nice little acknowledgement of the farming industry over the decades. But they are extremely important, and I certainly appreciate our farmers, to be sure. Also, a little fun fact, Polk County is named after former President in the United States, James K. Polk. You are looking at a 34-star flag, tattered and torn, from 1861 to 1863. And it represented the addition of Kansas as the 34th state admitted to the Union, January 29, 1861. And this flag flew during the Civil War from 1861 until June 1863. I gotta say that the work they did in here over the summer was just incredible. The renovation is really something. They did a wonderful job.